Please read the disclaimer. XRP holders, we got a lot to talk about today. I don't have a lot of time. We're between ballistic missiles to Zoom for the kids. So we got to get it in quick. Currently, XRP is sitting at $1.41, down minus 1% on the day. Bitcoin down 0.75% here. Ethereum down also about 0.8% on the day. So yesterday, after we saw a big movement to the upside, we're seeing a little bit of a cool down. Again, things can change, things can flip. There could be some financial data that comes out. Although, if I remember correctly, let's just take a look here. Initial jobless claims. So if anything comes in there that's very, very bullish, we could see the markets moving to the upside. Just have to make sure that we don't have another siren there. We just finished it a few minutes ago, and so potentially we could see the markets, get a little bit volatile here today. We are seeing the fear and greed index basically have its highest point in a very long time, basically since January 31st. That we haven't been in the 20s. And of course, a rise like that where we've seen Bitcoin come back to levels that it hadn't seen basically since then, right? February 5th, February 6th, somewhere in that area. So it makes sense that we're seeing the fear and greed index level pop back up. But again, there is still some concerns out there, right? Oil continues to rise. You can see here, oil is already at 83. And this is coming after an oil tanker hit in the waters of Kuwait. And you can see with 82.5, up nearly 20%. Listen, oil could get to 100. We talked about that. That is a possibility. Is it the end of the world? No. Is it going to put a lot of stress on inflation? Probably. Gas prices are going to go up. Commodities could go up, right? Because shipping is going to cost more. So all of those things could be affected. And so we'll continue to track that because, of course, it affects what the Fed is going to do. And we got a new Fed chairman. Where is he? Where is he? He got confirmed. Where is it? Here. The White House officially nominates pro-Bitcoin Kevin Warsh to be the new Federal Reserve chairman. So that's an official nomination. If Congress approves, then it'll be official, right? That's how it works. And so we'll continue to watch what's happening there. Interestingly, we talked yesterday on how the Asian or East Asian markets were collapsing. South Korea, Japan, today they're popping, right? So South Korea exchange surged after dropping 20%. 12%. It surged after dropping 20% over the last 2 days. The circuit breaker triggered for the third day in a row to the upside this time. Right? So the reef rally is going crazy. The stock market in Korea looks like crypto, right? And so this is a very interesting situation. It was interesting that after like the big crash yesterday, we know that Koreans love crypto. So was there, a movement from the stock markets back into crypto? Potentially that could be happening there. So we'll see. Does it mean that today, because the South Korean market is popping, that the crypto market will be weak? We shall see. As always, I just want to remind you that this video is for educational purposes, for entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. I don't know exactly how things are going to play out, okay? Now, I wanted to have a little bit of a break here after 4 minutes and ask you a question, okay? Before the question, I just noticed that the past few videos, we almost hit 1,000 likes. We were at 950 something. So listen, come on, another 50, we hit 1,000. Okay, so it's up to you. I'm counting on you, the people that watched already 4 minutes, that we're gonna get it. Now, the question, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you see the letters XRP? What do you think about? What does it mean to you? What are you thinking? What does XRP stand for you? Is it financial freedom? Is it the potential of changing your life? Or is it just an investment that you are interested in and you keep watching my videos because you like my bad dad jokes and my beautiful face and me laughing at myself and my bad dad jokes? Someone wrote in the comment section last night, like a recipe. Avi tells a bad dad joke. Avi laughs at his own joke. Avi giggles. Avi makes me laugh. And then I laughed at that. So let me know in the comment section what keeps you coming back and what does XRP mean to you? Okay. This was interesting, right? The Trump insider whale, some of calling it, some people think it's his son, with 100% success there, opened a $39 million Bitcoin short, right? And the numbers are interesting because the liquidation price was 74,626 and Bitcoin didn't get there. So again, does this guy know something? I don't know, but you can see it topped there at 74 and change, right? 52. So that was very interesting that was his liquidation was very, very close to the top, and that didn't happen. We've seen in the past that these massive whales get hunted and get liquidated by groups of whale hunters, I guess, or some algos that hunt these whales. So it will be very interesting to see where the market goes from here. Again, we had the massive rally yesterday, and today it cooled off a little bit. We pulled back a little bit, and we'll see where XRP, where the rest of the crypto market will go. Like if we look at the total crypto market, we're at 2.4 trillion. Still far away from 4 trillion where we were a few months ago, right? At the top there, 4.2 trillion. And listen, I'm going to give you towards the end of the video some other opinions. Some people are very, very bullish right now, right? They're seeing this movement that happened yesterday and they're very bullish, but some people are still concerned and talking about certain ways that the market goes. My job here is to give you the broadest opinions I can so you can take that information and make your decision, okay? And I'll show you, it's funny. You'll want to watch all the way to the end. Iran crypto volume plunges 80% after the strikes. Iran's cryptocurrency transaction volume dropped about 80% between February 27th and March 1st, following the US-Israeli strikes, according to TRM Labs. This is interesting. I think it might be also because the internet has been shut off, so it could be because of that. We've talked about how the potential Iranian market could affect the prices of crypto during the conflict. So this will be very interesting to see once they bring the internet back up. Are people selling crypto, right, into USDT? Because remember, their money basically is zero to the dollar. And what happens there, right, will be interesting. Are people actually maybe not selling because of maybe they want to leave the country? I don't know, right? Because, people tend to leave in war times. So we'll see how that plays out. Interestingly, latest SEC moves to clarify how security laws apply to crypto assets. The commission submitted interpretive guidance to OIRA for integrity review. 3 commissions will vote once the review is complete. And so they're continuing to move forward as this could potentially put pressure here. The Clarity Act maybe coming soon, right? Maybe we'll see the Clarity Act move forward in the next coming weeks. And we see the SEC is already making moves on what is a security and what is not a security. And this is, again, if we go back and we think about the previous regime, the SEC regime, so this is a totally different scenario, totally different night and day. Just we keep seeing this happening and this change, right? President Trump just said that the U.S. needs to be dominant in crypto. Let's take a listen.
This is very important. In crypto, we want to be dominant. We want to be dominant in everything we do.
Right. That was a clip from a while back. And we saw, right, just yesterday, President Trump put out that tweet and meet with Coinbase CEO. And this all happening while, there's a lot, you could say important stuff, right? But he still found time to do that for crypto. We talked about that yesterday. So again, I'm just reminding that. So now I want to talk about, before Benjamin, let's talk Tom Lee. Tom Lee thinks the markets are taking bad news in stride. This looks like the makings of a bottom, says Tom Lee. He says the recent fear-driven drop reset positioning and could set stage for opportunities ahead. Now, of course, Tom and his company, BitMine there, down significantly as Ethereum's price is down significantly. Of course, he wants the market to recover, the market to go up. and the price of Ethereum to go up, and in general crypto to recover here. So of course he's going to be bullish, right? This is just how it is. When you have an interest, people are going to be bullish. When people are short, there's high probability they're going to be bearish. And usually when people sit on the sidelines, then they're mixed. They have mixed emotions, and they have one thing that maybe is swaying them one way, and there's other things that are swaying them the other way. And so that's just how it is. Now you still have people that are looking at the market on the flip side and are saying, hey, this could potentially be a bull trap here, because this is similar to what happened in 2022 after the Ukraine-Russia conflict started, and it was a midterm election year. So we had a bull trap, we had a pump into March, and then we had a sell-off off of that into the low. And yes, the sell-off then, there was the Three Arrow Capitals and FTX and Luna fallout and all that unraveling, but also now we have unraveling of October 10th, right? So there is still a possibility that this is going to happen, and people are attacking Benjamin, who has been saying that this is going to happen. And it's funny because he had like one miss, that he missed like one thing, but he's been pretty right over the past few years. And people keep attacking him on Twitter, and he keeps finding these people that are criticizing him. So he's going back and he's finding people that are saying, Benjamin is wrong or yada yada, and he keeps finding mistakes that they made with their predictions. Right? I saw like 4 or 5 of these. So again, nobody's going to be right all the time. There's going to be misses. There's going to be situations where you get lucky and you open a position, and in the next 5 minutes, some good news comes out and the market starts pumping. That's going to happen. But on the flip side, there's also going to be some situations where I just read something about Palantir, right? There was people came out with these articles and how Palantir is overpriced, and a whole thesis on why to short it. And then when the conflict started, right, the thesis got thrown out the door and the short thesis was gone, right? Because of the potential usage of Palantir's products, right? You don't know what's going to happen. Things can totally change. So again, we have to be on our toes. We have to be dynamic. We have to do our due diligence. We have to watch the videos, learn the news. That's why it's so important. Some people sometimes in the comment section will be, kind of douchey, right? And say, well, what was the point of this video, right? The point of the videos are, I'm giving you daily news. I'm giving you daily updates about what's happening in the world of crypto, what's happening in the world in general, and the world of finance. And that affects the markets short-term, medium-term, and long-term. And if you want to be a successful investor, you need to know all of these things, okay? If you want to go willy-nilly, or you want to join some group and just mimic what other people are doing, you can, but those people are going to make mistakes too. Better you make your own mistakes, learn, and then you don't have to join those groups. You can join them and be part of a community. That's good. That's always good. But you don't have to mimic everything that someone else is doing, okay? It's very important to have your own journey, your own investing, and your own opportunities and your own failures. This is just how it's going to be. I see I'm a little bit over the timeline. My son has a Zoom right now. He has English class. Ophir, English, Ophir. He has English class. Last class, there was a ballistic missile, so they had to cut it short. Don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. And like I always say, let's make a lot of money.